I think I'm good at heart. I think I have a pure heart. And some of us are good people, some of us are naturally not. I think we are cynical by nature. I think we were good at heart. Our parents.
You know, I want to do the best for him as I can.
The good and that bad that I was just talking through live within everybody.
You did.
Pop's passing is one of the most painful experiences I've ever been through. I, for one, believe that there are levels of planes of existence. I don't think the physical death is the end.
John F. Kennedy, John Lennon, Tupac is on the level of those people in our culture.
For the black community especially, we have like broken families with no father, no big brothers, and so the music becomes the big brother, or the music becomes the father.
If John Kennedy was America's son, certainly Tupac Shakur was Black America's son.
He was just talking about revolution through the music and through the movies and letting the truth be known.
What I learned about Pop from living with him and being around him, that Pop loved to help people.
He wanted to be important in this community. He definitely is to this day.
More than he was a hip-hopper, a rapper, an actor, he was an entertainer because he saw that as a vehicle to help his number one thing, the activist.
I find it as a human being very difficult to look at myself and say, what did I do to influence someone who, in my view, was and is an actual a great and tremendous and magnificent spirit, you know. I pray and I ask God that what I did was live a principled life. I taught my son to like truth above all else, to not like a lie, to not be afraid to stand up and be responsible when he was wrong.
Give us some love, man.
What? I'm gonna tell you though, before you start running, if you ask me some fake ish, I'm gonna answer it fake. If you ask me some real ish, I'm gonna answer it real. If you ask me some ish that everybody asks me, I'm gonna answer it like I'm bored. If you ask me some shit that ain't nobody ever asked me, I'm gonna answer it like it's the first time I ever heard it.
I was a man in Tupac's life who had a commitment. My name is Tupac Shakur. They call me Doc. I've been with Tupac from when he was 1 year old, and I'm his friend, his comrade. And I have been in relationship with Afeni Shakur all of our political career. And she is the mother of my daughter, Century Shakur.
The lineage in our family, we didn't really go by it half or this or that. We were brothers, even though we had different biological parents.
There ain't no such thing as a stepfather. My sister's father is, you know what I'm saying, a political prisoner. He in jail for doing his thing. But now he's still giving me the game for free.
I'm a person who's never had a biological father. But my father represented to me what stepfather should be. And he's never married my mother or know my mother.
So we were just family. Setra, Pac, myself, Matulu, and Afeni.
The Black Panther Party, by the way, was a political party. And it was a political party that was formed specifically to deal with political issues.
Afeni would be harder on Pac to read. He had to read a lot, even as a kid. Read books, read current events. We had to read a lot of current events because oftentimes our family members and friends was in the newspaper.
Tupac spent a lot of time in the community.
We didn't just go to any karate school. We went to Black Panther karate school. We didn't have gis, no problem. Get out there in your drawer.
His mother worked at Bronx Legal Services, which was providing legal services for tenants who were being displaced. I worked at Lincoln Detox, which was an anti-drug program. And Tupac used to do ear massage and the dope fiends' ears.
He was learning things from Afeni. He was learning things from Matulu. He was learning things from the street. We both were learning things from our community.
Lincoln Hospital and the Bronx Legal Services was full of people struggling to make a quality of their life out of the slums. That's what the South Bronx looked like in the 70s when they were burning the buildings down. But we would go in there and we'd have a good time, we'd have a good meal. Woody Chris Avenue looked like a bombed out shelter. And when people who were addicted to drugs fall out and have convulsions, Pop was there.
Even though my father was a doctor of acupuncture, it's not like he had a practice on Fifth Avenue somewhere. He was in the community. There was a lot of social causes they were fighting in which didn't have much backing or money.
I done seen eviction notices before, and they ain't pretty.
When brothers and their families were in need, Pop would share his toys, Pop would share his bed, and that was a natural thing to do. We used to love to be family. We used to love to hang out. We used to kick back and listen to music, eat in the park. And everybody liked to talk to Tupac because his eyes always indicated that he wanted to hear what you had to say. But this is that feeling, that comfort. This is the goofing off. This is being with his comrades. Love it.
Things were lean and we ain't expect a lot, but the family experiences and the personal experiences was rich.
These kids are his friends at a very important stage. And this stage was in the depth of counterintelligence against the Black liberation movement. In 1981, the repression was intensified, and him and the family, etc., had to go and run from the FBI, and the FBI would go into their schools and intimidate them and try to find out where I was at, where his aunt was at, where Sada was at. Most children don't know that.
We were often followed by law enforcement, and it would manifest at different times during hanging out as just on some father and son stuff.
I'm not saying it's the best way for a child to grow up, and I'm not saying that we were the best of parents. Our intent was to be parents and revolutionaries. That was our intent. The consequences of those efforts, we'll still have to analyze and understand.
Every young black male in this country, there is a day. There's a day when somebody calls you and you can't believe it. You come home and you say, "Ma, you're going again." You know, and the mother's looking at him saying, "Yeah, you're in America, that's awful." But the child is really devastated because he believed his mother when his mother said, "We all free and equal in this country."
There's so many stories of the heroic people that's been around Tupac's life. Historic, brave, admirable sacrifices made around people that he grew up. These were legends to us, to him. And they just stopped making them.
My people, my folks, they in penitentiaries for bank robberies and killing cops, and you know what I'm saying? That's my family tree. It ain't no stretch for me to be talking this shit that I be talking. And they didn't do it screaming, you know, let's go move the white. They were screaming African liberation, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about straight motherfucking G's. But now they in jail now.
And so the legends became Nicky Bonds, Fat Cat Nichols, John Gotti, Versace.
I'm loading with 40-millimeter bullets.
Stories of liberation, stories of breaking and running for freedom, stories for going to free someone from prison. These are stories that heroes have made in our history.
And then nobody gave up. And this motherfucker out here with beads and all that drama that they be wearing, and my folks is in the pen over that issue.
I think the failure of the movement to compensate for when I went underground was something that he felt bad about.
I don't got it. Never had a daddy. I had to teach my mother up myself how to be a man. You understand me? And I'm still learning.
It was a good period in his life to be active, to be a family, to be an extended family. You know, even with the tension and the oppression and the smell of gunfire. I mean, mostly all of his uncles and all of the people that took care of him have been in jail, have been killed.
I call this one for the public. If they ever come get me for some boo issue, I don't want to go to jail, which I don't. I got this focus. I ain't going to jail. Not unless I want to. Not unless I did something. I'll go. But I ain't finna go for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
My father went underground. The family split up and separated. So I didn't even have contact with Pac for like a solid 8